Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am TheChornick, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the Alola League. Yes, so we are coming to our final predictions here, ladies and gentlemen, and so far, all of our predictions have been true for the most part. Oh, and to the point where we definitely knew that Ash, Guzma, Kiawe, and Gladion would be the semi-finalists of this league, and we are correct, they are definitely the best trainers out of the top 16. So, who's going to win in the Ash versus Guzma battle, and who's going to win in the Kiawe versus Gladion battle? Well, that could all be based on the titles that were revealed to us in all the summaries. So, everyone predicts that Gladion will beat Kiawe. It could be either one, but everyone thinks it's going to be Gladion because of the promise that Ash and Gladion made to each other back in the Battle Royale, where they refused to fight at that point, saying like, no, let's wait. Let's wait until we battle each other later in the league. So, with that being said, you would think that, oh, Ash and Gladion, just with that alone, are confirmed to be the finalists, right? But this is even more supported by the fact that the episode title for the finals is called The Finals, The Ultimate Rival Showdown. So that obviously confirms that Ash and Gladion will fight each other in the finals. Because Guzma does not have an established rivalry with either Gladion or Kiawe. So that's pretty much a big just giveaway that Ash is going to beat Guzma. The only thing that gets people worried is the title for Ash and Guzma's battle, which is called Guzma the Undefeated. And so that might implement in your mind, oh shoot, Guzma is undefeated, he's going to beat Ash. Well, if you actually look at the summary of the episode, it basically describes how Guzma is basically destroying Ash at this point. But Ash ends up coming back at the very end and winning. So Guzma chokes at some point, especially once Golisopod uses its emergency exit and has to send out Scizor. That's when Torracat just absolutely just takes the cake and destroys Guzma and crumbles everything before his eyes. Especially when Guzma starts seeing Kukui in Ash, right? He starts seeing his old rival Kukui, Professor Kukui, in the eyes of Ash, and so he starts everything just starts crumbling before him, and Ash just ends up winning at the last second, So, with that being said, it's pretty much the same thing that happened with Ash versus Hao, where Hao is destroying him for the most part, but then all of a sudden at the very end, Hao chokes a little bit, and then Ash ends up coming up on top by allowing, or having Rowlet officially, successfully use his Feather Dance in his own way, and be able to strike Hao with the Brave Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ash and Gladion in the finals. Pretty much confirmed, the titles, the summaries, everything just points at them being the finalists, especially with the whole foreshadowing of Ash and Gladion and the Battle Royale promising each other to wait until they fight later in the league. So, the fact that they're going to be in the finals, who's going to win? Gladion or Ash? Look at both characters and kind of think to yourself, what would make more sense winning the league? Now, I know a lot of people don't want Ash to win this league. This is not the way they wanted him to win a league. But it's better than him not winning a league at all. So we're kind of stuck in this moment where we're like, yeah, we wish it was a better league. We wish it was a league where he won, where, you had to qualify a lot more through badges, or, have something to show before you even enter, like all the traditional leagues have been, and have him fight all these powerful, tough trainers, right? Whereas, this league, it just seems that most of them were just, all you had to do is survive the Battle Royale portion. You don't have to have anything to show to enter the league. You don't have to show that you won any grand trials or anything to even enter the league. You could just enter and just survive the Battle Royale portion just to get in the top 16. So heck, you could end up winning this league without having any prior showing that you're a good trainer. So, with that being said, a lot of people feel like this is not the same, and I could feel them on that. But I feel like there's so many different reasons for why Ash would win this league, especially since, one, he's probably the most qualified, he's the most talented, he's won all these gym badges, he's done all the trials, unlike everyone else, right? He's gone to all these other regions, battled all these other trainers, right? Gladion is still relatively, this is his first season as far as we know, right? His first series. So by all means, Ash should win this. Gladion is no Alolan. Gladion hasn't been training and fighting Elite Four members his whole life, right? Ash should win, and I hope he does win. Even though it's not exactly the scenario in the way I thought. And the fact is that all these battles look like they're just going to be 3v3. So even the finals looks like it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle. So there's no 6v6 battle in this league. Whereas every other series had at least, I think, the final 4 and the final 2, right? The finals and the semifinals at least being a 6v6. Both of those battles being that. Right, or every single season except for this one. This one doesn't have 6v6 at all. It just has 3v3, I think, at the last battle, and a 3v3 at the semifinals. At least that's what I'm predicting. They could change it and they make a 6v6 for the final battle, but even Gladion doesn't have 6 Pokemon, I don't believe. I don't think he has a whole 6 teams, so I think it's going to end up just being a 3v3. But nonetheless, do you want him to win? Post it in the comment section below. Do you want Ash to win? Of course, Gladion's no Alolan, so I honestly do believe Ash is going to win because he'll fight Master Royale again. I don't think anyone wants to see a Gladion versus Master Royale, so I just feel like Ash will finally win this league, and this is supported even more by the fact that that whole, recent interview where they stated that, yeah, winning a Pokemon League isn't the only thing that you need to do to be a Pokemon Master. It's just like a step. It's just one of the various things that you could do to become a Pokemon Master. But it's not like the defining thing, the defining factor that makes you one. So they pretty much confirmed that, yeah, Ash, even if he wins this league, his story isn't over. So why would they come out and say that if he wasn't going to win the league at some point? So maybe they listened to the fans that complained so much about what happened at the Kalos League, with all the dislikes and hatred and, negative feedback that they gave the writers in the episodes afterwards, right? All that huge outrage. And maybe now, they're like, hey, you know what? It's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. We're going to have Ash actually win this league, and he's going to finally win the league, right? It's been 20 years, 20 plus years now. Let's finally have him win the league. And even though all of us here are still grumpy about how the Kalos League went, I mean, at least we're getting him finally winning a league, right? Kalos League made some changes, gave him some sort of love interest, and then they also got him to the finals, made him like strongest, most competent, most role model-esque he's ever been, right? He's just a strong trainer that everyone looks up to. And then this season, maybe they'll finally have him win a match, and then he moves on even further, and it moves on to something else, the Champions League or whatever. But a lot of people would, discuss, okay, well, if he goes to Galar, does he really need to fight in that Pokemon League again? So there's a lot of things that people might think that, okay, what's going to happen? Are they going to bring in a new protagonist in? Are they going to have Ash go there? Could Ash fight in another Pokemon League? Just because he won one doesn't mean he can't compete in another one, maybe, right? So all this you could debate about it. But post it in the comment section below, you guys' thoughts and feelings. Who do you think is going to win? Honestly, my belief is that I think Ash is going to win, although I'm not as hyped about it or stoked about it as, say, back when it was Kalos League, right? I thought he was going to win then. I was so hyped and stoked about it because he was just the strongest he's ever been, the best team, everything. He looked the most competent, everything. And then this season happens where they're not even fighting full 6-on-6 battles. The qualifications for the league aren't anything, right? And then the people he's facing aren't really that strong, and it's just not the same, right? So obviously I don't feel as hyped and good about it, but at least he's finally winning one, or at least I think so, right? So if he loses, I won't be too bummed about it because I'm not really hyped about it, but I'd still be happy if he wins, right? So nonetheless, guys, post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings. What are your predictions? What are your beliefs and all that good stuff? I'd love to see you guys in the next one. And peace off! Thank you very much.